What's good, my fellow fans of the Squared Circle? Your boy JQ Richey, and this is Marking Out, talking the highs and the lows, the suplexes and elbows. Ladies and gentlemen, let's tope right into it, shall we? With a little segment I like to call Headlocks. Headlines. Seems old Lord Steven Regal is officially headed back to WWE. After being turned on by MJF on last week's AEW Dynamite, it seems the gentleman villain has officially been written off TV. There's been Downton Abbey level drama running rampant online following last Wednesday's AEW show, with conflicting stories and speculation dropping across YouTube like a fury of bionic elbows, baby. It would appear that Mr. Regal had an agreement with Tony Khan by which, if Triple H returned to Power or returned to NXT, for instance, that Regal could be released from his current AEW contract. Regal is definitely loyal to Triple H and would most definitely prefer to work driving distance from his own home. Honestly, after seeing NXT 2.0, I believe Regal realized that there's no way that garbage could last. I mean, being in communication with Hunter constantly following his health scare no doubt reinforced the idea in Regal's mind that he would be brought back to WWE eventually. In other news, it seems our undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion took umbrage with a certain slap to the side of the head during the War Games match at Survivor Series. The prize fighter Kevin Owens was apparently a little bit stiff and ended up popping the tribal chief in the side of the eardrum. Roman had words with Owens in the dressing room following the pay-per-view, and it's been settled respectfully according to reports. So really, nothing to report at all. Next up, let's tope straight in to Monday Night Raw. Straight out the gate with the Tag Team Championship match between the defending championship Usos and Matt Riddle and Elias. Now, I think we all knew Elias was the oddball out in this match. So after getting his ass kicked backstage by the Bloodline, he was replaced by none other than the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. After a 1D finish on Riddle, my dog, that was all she wrote for that bad boy. Proceeding with a Bloodline beatdown on Mr. Riddle after the match, which necessitated his partner KO grabbing the equalizer and chasing the Usos all the way back to the back. But that left one thing, and that's Mr. Solo Sikoa at ringside. And apparently, he channeled his inner Umaga this week and decided to beat Riddle's ass, complete with the Samoan spike, running hip attack, and a running hip attack with a chair around the neck. Your boy Riddle's gonna be out for just a little while. Next up, we were treated to the overwhelming joy of John Bradshaw Layfield's Poker Invitational. Could you try any harder to be the APA? Fuck no! So here we go. The only bright spot from this terrible poker tournament was your boy Otis with them fucking sick pit vipers in the background, bringing all the choice one-liners. Next up, the first of two triple threat matches to determine next week's triple threat Raw Women's Championship match. Straight out the gate, Miss Dominatrix of Damage Control, Bayley, followed by the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, and finally, my mommy and yours, Rhea Ripley. A sweet back and forth match with tons of hard-hitting women's action, which culminated in a rose plant on Asuka by Bayley for the win. Unfortunately, with Rhea being outside the ring at the time, she was more than just a little salty with the finish. She definitely took out her frustrations to end the match, and it was beautiful. Seems your boy Austin Theory needed something to do with his United States title this week. So following a backstage segment with Mustafa Ali, he decided to give an opportunity to the underdog, which culminated in a disqualification finish after Dolph Ziggler super kicked Austin Theory in the face to get revenge for all of us. Poor Ali's opportunity. Bye-bye. Seems as though we might get a nice triple threat match next week on Raw with Theory Ali and Dolph Ziggler. See a pattern forming? We were also treated to a trios match featuring the OC this week, which resulted in a whole lot of nothing. So let's go ahead and move on to this week's main event, the triple threat match with the opportunity for next week's Raw Women's Championship. We had Alexa Bliss on deck, not to mention Nikki Cross and the man, Becky Lynch. Now one would think with the events proceeding in the program that it would be Becky Lynch going over here, but we were given a little twist, a little twisted bliss, if you will, with Alexa picking up the victory. And now to put a bow on this week's episode of Marking Out, a little segment we like to call, Why, damn it? Tell me why! During this week's second triple threat ladies match to determine next week's participants in the triple threat Raw Women's Championship match, we were treated to a little bit of vocal styling from newly anointed Raw announcer Kevin Patrick, whereby he proceeded to tell us, "Can't see Cross as a promotional tour Raw Women's Champion, can you? No shit, Lucky Charm! Why don't you just ruin the finish of the match for all of us before it's even began?"
Turn your fucking brain on.
Thanks for giving us a few minutes of your time. We'll see you next time.